Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Badgers will kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Washington Huskies offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
On second down, wants to throw it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Looking for a block. It's McCourty. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Washington right back to the line. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll bring it back. It's McCourty. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He'll do it himself. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He'll take a shot. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open. So throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. makes his connection. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Washington, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Washington Huskies will take over. 1st and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilcox. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the single back. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Washington wants to go quickly. The play action fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Washington sends out the punt team.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Bringing it back, it's McCourty. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Farrell. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Running it back, it's McCourty. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, Washington, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quick strike complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Washington right back to the line. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilcox. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, nice job getting the passing. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to take off. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The option look. He'll toss it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets away from 1. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Farrell. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the pummeling has started. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 35. Washington, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Badgers are threatening in the red zone.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into his own defense over the middle of the field, ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late as a result.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Return is tackled out of bounds.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle. Stops at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Wilcox.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch. First.
Touchdown, Washington! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Creating good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Second down after that incompletion. Tosses it back. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Caught. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled, but he has a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Badgers! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to reach the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College